looks like it belongs here. Must not be her curtain. Autumn thinks otherwise.
Parchment of Power is here.
I assume.
No.
Do you not think he...
Sarah and Strange... It contains...
I've already heard those words.
The hellfire and destruction is only the beginning.
The page will not be with Robbie long.
Perhaps.
Perhaps I asked too much. He hears me, but has no answers. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
It is the truth.
It's only the truth because that's what I've led you to believe all these years.
And now?
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, And sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him. Reborn as the Mother of Demons.
She gave herself to Chthon. For me.
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster.
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so... I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
You were trying to protect me.
You've made this easier on me than it should be, kiddo. But I can't say I'm not glad.
We can only move forward from here. We've spent enough time wading through the past.
You'll get no argument from me there. Robbie's hero worship is among my chief worries these days. Our allies and friends give me pause, Hunter. Congratulations for later. Right now we're sitting on a landmine, and I'm not clear what we're going to do. Good day, Hunter.
Set revels in his blessing.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear.
Did you know about my...
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
at the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear.
And to say
It,
that is true, we may have had another
and despite...
The Father of Serpents is smiling. Set is in good humor today. You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not? Set must not be listening today. Set regards no obstacles. Autumn must not see it that way. Autumn does not answer. Hippus does not seem to agree. Challenge accepted. A perfect fit.
About the Limbo adventure.
Blaze tried to sell us out, and we're still going to trust him?
I just wanted to say I appreciate you leaning on me out there in the field, but I feel you deserve fair warning. Associating with me too much can be hazardous to your health.
Hazardous? What do you mean?
I mean Sabretooth. He's killed everyone I've ever been close to. Girlfriends, co-workers, casual pals. He even killed my mail carrier.
You have faced many hardships, and yet you have overcome them all.
I don't like to dwell on the past.
Same.
Nothing scares me much these days, except getting close to people. Because when I get close to someone, bad things tend to happen to them. So, I guess what I'm saying is, thanks for being a pal. And watch your back.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I'm actually agreeing with you, Nico.
Wait, you're what?
We are asking a lot from Robbie. Maybe too much.
He does not seem interested in
It's weird. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old spirit of...
Like you, Kane
Yeah, so...
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the but it also really sucks.
As long as you carry the parchment with you, you are the most powerful member of the Midnight Suns. I hope you realize that.
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
It is an awesome responsibility.
Yeah, but of course, power doesn't do me much good unless I use it. And
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
about that, I keep thinking about what happened back in right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about it.
I do not know what Blaze read. I am not a mind reader, nor are you. Which is why... Forget what Blaze...
I can't just forget it, Hunter.
Oh, do you bait?
Nothing more
That is too bad.
fine.
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may...
I'm just... After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here. You're an only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
Can you imagine Hunter triplets?
That would have ended poorly. Caretaker always said she could barely handle one of you.
I could be, let us say, headstrong.
I can't imagine. It always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe, no matter what.
It must be difficult to be apart. You can go if you need to. We will not think less of you.
No, it's fine. He's staying with a family friend.
You keep in touch with him, don't you?
Yeah, I try to call him every day. It's not easy to find that balance. Wish we could do this all day.
thicker, extra extended. Always on the hunt, right?
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Well, Tony, you are a bit competitive. I would not blame him for becoming a bit territorial as a result.
Aw, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there?
I do not think Strange sees it as friendly.
Well, when he comes back, I'll try to smile bigger. Maybe that'll give him a hint.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit, every... Well, don't... I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up. Oh, you are gonna love this.
You want the magic highlights, Tony? Here's your highlight.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm here if you need me. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'm here if you need me.
Evil doesn't take time. Neither should we.
Back again. I think we've got something for everyone.
Just give me a target.
See you around.
Good girl, Charlie.
Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying fast around here. I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I am afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you're correct.
Surely you understand this is how Stark is with everyone else, do you not?
I understand it, intellectually. Yet the outrage still burns in my heart.
Fair. Just do us all a favor and try not to break his jaw, all right? We need him in one piece.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been one. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before. They exist outside of the theory of...
I hope the two of you can reach an under...
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully... That'll show him.
Ready for more?
New and improved.
Let's do this. You ever wonder if those birds out there are stuck here, trapped in the Abbey's bubble? It's creepy if you think about it. All right, then. Time to take it to the next. Practice makes perfect.
Timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
Maybe you should just hit me up on Superlink when you're ready. Just what I needed. Judgment is upon them. Sometimes you just need to spice things up. Try something different.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out next time.
A powerful improvement.
Don't worry about me. I'll meditate until you're ready. We need any advantage we can get. Later.